Forgot to close my door there. That'll help keep some of the sound out from my fans on my computer. We've got a new bag to unbox today. This showed up earlier this week, actually. Chase, Brandon, thanks for stopping in, guys. I didn't want to open this until I was ready to do a stream, so I've just been holding it here for a few days. Dylan, good to see you. I'm going to try to open a chat window a little bit different today. I've tried this a couple different ways, both just trying to read chat in Streamlabs and then also having YouTube open in a separate tab. Mixed experience so far, but we'll try both side by side. I can see which one is maybe quicker. So AGL sent this bag over. Let me flip to the right screen. Okay, check out their website. So I just went on actually just before I started up the stream, and just to check out and see what they had on here for this bag and to read a little bit more about what they've got going on. So I knew that they had a smaller bag out recently, which is this Acadia. Actually, I don't know how long it's been out, but I learned about it fairly recently. I didn't know they made a little lunch/cooler bag. I thought that was neat to see. Gain, good afternoon. Just ordered a Fossa Skinny 2.3. Ah, very nice. Hey, Antonio. Christian, cheers from Dutchland. Thank you. I hope it doesn't blow seams like a super volcano. Well, Yellowstone hasn't blown its seams yet either, so I think we're probably good there. I thought it was neat to see they name each of these bags after national park and state park, and they're donating a bit of the proceeds from each of these to plant trees in those parks. I actually really like the idea of this little cooler bag. I'm not gonna lie, I just ordered one. I also ordered one of the Acadias as well. I picked one each of those up. Just couldn't resist when I saw them on there. I thought this may be great as a little insert in some other bags as well. So we'll test it out and see. You know, we all want to see the Legend review. Yeah, Chase, I'll have that out pretty soon. I really just at least want to carry it for one more day, and I'm feeling like I'm pretty ready. But so the Yellowstone here, they've got it in 5 different color options. I don't remember if Josh asked what color. I don't know if I gave a color request on this. It's going to be a surprise for me either way. I don't remember if I did. $149, $150, and I'm not going to read through all this. Let's crack this thing open and see what we got here. Big appreciation, big shout out to AGL for sending a bag over for me to check out. I totally appreciate that. It means a whole lot. I just did record another bag review. It actually just finished uploading it. I didn't put it live yet. I'm not sure when I'll do that in the next few days. For the Starframe Retro. I was supposed to be out meeting up with some folks to play a round today. But last night I took Lola out for doing a bunch of sprinting. Oh, it matches my hoodie. Wow, okay, perfect. Took Lola out last night and she broke one of her toenails right at the base. It was nasty. She's done it before and I just couldn't leave her in that pain. It wasn't going to come off, so we made an emergency vet trip last night and she's still recovering from it. She's between getting sedated and then being on painkiller, she's pretty loopy. I mean, she probably doesn't need me here. I could put a cone on her and she'd be okay, but I just feel bad. So I stayed home today, which is a perfect time to record some videos and do a little live stream here. So we're making the best of it. HK, yeah, Benchmade. I forget what that little guy is called. It's not the Crooked River. Something similar. That's my little... I keep that in my pocket every day at work. It's a nice little knife. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like a voodoo bag. I believe it's called the Spinal Tap. Yeah, Antonio, Spinal Tap 3. I do have a review out for that. And a lot of similarities at first glance, for sure. One of the things I remember about the Spinal Tap, maybe sticks out in my memory most, is that it was a very, very heavy bag. So we'll get this guy on the scale ASAP, and that'll tell us. So I'm just looking at the weight. But we'll just take a quick peek and see if there's any extra packaging or stuff in here that'll mess up our weight reading, and I'll put it right on the scale. Great color. Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, I think she'll be fine, Gain. Just needs some downtime. Rainfly. How much it costs? $150. Oh, Murdish, I'm assuming you mean the bag. Pocket on the front looks small. I think we're good to weigh it. There's a lot of pockets here to check out. Okay. I'll get the scale set right up here. Oh, I didn't take, there's a little protective tape on there I didn't know about. Okay, so zero it out with the cardboard box on there. Looks like same construction as the Smack bag. Yeah, also a similar look to the Smack, Brandon, and I have one of those on the way. I've been watching those Smack bags for 3 weeks, 4 weeks or something. They're doing little limited drops on Fridays, and I kept dragging my feet whether they released one that I wanted or not. My favorite, looking back at the old pictures, was the Pac-Man, the Miss Pac-Man. And that's what they released yesterday. And I happened to check within a couple minutes, so I got one. We're 2.32 kilos, or that's 5 pounds, 1.75 ounces. And I did not have my screen pulled up. Where did that go? For, hello? For my other weights. Let's see. Let me slide this over and look really quick. What did I say? 2.32 kilos. The ST3 was 2.7, 5 pounds 15 ounces versus 5 pounds 1.75. So this is a chunk lighter than the Spinal Tap, so we definitely have different stuff going on. It's not it's not the same bag, right? Even if it has some visual similarities. Antonio, no, I've not looked at the foundation bag. Someone, I saw that mentioned recently that they were working on a bag. I've not looked to track it down. I really think there's room for a semi-premium bag company, something sort of like Upper Park, but would work in the rain. Hope you're well, Doth. Thanks, Super Sparkle Cake. I am well. All right, let's start loading stuff up. We've got Nalgene here. I can tell you it's gonna fit pretty well. That's really, I like that height. We're not gonna have a bottle tip out. Even if you've got a super tall Nalgene, that would be a really good fit in there. And then we've got another one of the same size, so 2 full-size beverage holders there. the extra nice height on them. I was just looking at grommets on the last bag and found there was no grommet on the bottom of the water bottle holders on that star frame. It looks like the same here. So if you get a spill in there, it's just going to kind of soak. 2 hard plastic rails on the bottom, a heavier kind of a tarp material or hypalon, something like that, across the bottom here. That should help keep things dry, not have too much mud and stuff sticking. I can see some little pencil pockets down here. Thoughts on Squatch signing Drew? I think it's really going to help legitimize their brand name pretty quick. Having some big name pro players carrying their stuff around, so I think it's a smart move. You got two pencil pockets on over there, and then the same over here. So you got lots of room down low for those little guys. Marker pokes up kind of high out of there. That might get snagged. Oh look, there's a third one. Holy cow! Three pockets on each side. 2 tall ones for markers, and then 2 smaller ones for pencils. That's nice. I really like that. Mini marker spot right there. This is shallow. Definitely not putters on this spot. This is probably car keys, wallet. I've got a little roll of tape I've been playing with. It is low cut down here, so if you stack up stuff very high, you're going to have some things fall out when you open that. So even though it's a tall pocket, you wouldn't, probably not necessarily going to want to load that up super high, or you'll risk things falling out. Probably do a rangefinder over here on this elastic mesh. I have a whale sack. Yeah, here's a whale sack. Okay, so not mesh on that side. They've given us straps over here though to pull out for a stool or umbrella, something like that. I've not ordered any max wax. I've heard about some people talking about using wax for grip. I've not thought about any of that yet. That was the pocket I thought looked small. Yeah, you're right, Dylan. It carries maybe a little smaller. I mean, it goes out into these corners over here, and it's got decent depth to it. But I don't like having. I think whale sack and rangefinder in the same spot is not great. You're just gonna get dust on your glass. That works though. I'll put the rangefinder over here in this extra pocket. Let's start throwing some discs in here and see. So I have 4 putters. I'm thinking 4 putters probably isn't going to be great on top. That bottom is better than a smack. Are those drink holders insulated? Yeah, lightly. There's a little bit of foam in the walls on the drink holders. There's 2 putters. I gotta remember, I want to check that rainfly out. We'll put that on after we get it loaded up. 3 putters. Okay, maybe that's 4 is getting things overlapped a little wonky, but I'm kind of surprised it took 3. It seems to fit 3 up there really nicely. I'm gonna be catching on that flap and untucking the flap, which is okay. It's maybe not the putter flap poking up isn't always the most aesthetically pleasing. But if that's how it goes, that's fine. I guess that maybe if you put the top of the putter back there instead, then it doesn't rub quite as much. Might leave the flap in there. Hey Caleb, how's it going? Good to see you. So you've got a stiff panel across the back of the bag, some hard plastic in there. There's also hard plastic in this front here. Of course, it's curved in right now, which doesn't look great. That'll be pulled out though right when I start putting discs in there. On the Velcro's just a little, I don't know what's going on actually. Oh yeah, that's just offset a little bit, that Velcro over here. It's just making this corner poke out. Hard plastic on the outer edge here with a little bit of foam on the inside to make the inside of this pocket feel a little softer. Yeah, you can see this Velcro is just offset a little bit also. It's just leaving a little tail hanging. Just reset that. Slide it back there. Oh, we got some pockets on the inside, this inner wall here. There's two pockets stacked on top of each other. So we'll do, I got one bag here with bug spray and stuff. Another one with some dog tags. And then maybe we'll do a couple towels on top here. So that comes out to, that's maybe, what, 1.5 inches wide or so there. There you get a look at it. It's not, you know, a crazy wide pocket or, you know, have gussets or whatever to let it really expand out. But, I mean, that's a nice size. We'll see how cans fit in there maybe. More neon pink disc golf bags are needed. Yeah, I hear you, Caleb. Queltosh, how's it going? Let's see. Let's start stacking some discs in here and see what we can get. There's 5 drivers. 5 more. And then with mids and putters, there's 4. Well, I think I was going to put 10 and 10 in here. I don't think that's going to make it. There's a good set right there. 16. 10 of them drivers. There's certainly room for another. That might loosen up. There's nothing wrong with that amount of play right there, and I kind of have a feeling this will loosen up over time and be ready for even another one without having to work your fingers in there too hard. So 17 in the main, 3 up top. We got 20 in there right now. Let's check out this side pocket over here. Yeah, the Velcro's just stuck down real nice on this one. No interior pockets on this. This material that they've got as the liner in here is really looks to be at least the same as the material on the outside, and that's interesting to see. A lot of times on these inner walls we get a much lighter weight fabric than what's on the outside, and they've gone with the same fabric throughout. See if we get discs in the side pocket. Oh, we do. That's a zone and a drone that I just put in there. So not like huge discs. Let's see if comets would go in there. Yeah, we can fit 2 comets in. So you've got some room for some bonus disc storage if you'd like. Tight. A little tight to put discs in there, but let's try some cans. I don't think, yeah, it really makes the side bow out, but there is 2 cans on the bottom, and two more on top. So you know, there's five cans over there. You definitely can. You can fit cans. You can fit plenty of cans in there. And this extra one over here that I just had my rangefinder in, I bet that works just fine for a 12 ouncer as well. And that guy also has a little bit of foam insulation in there. It's nice. I like it. Maybe the thing that stands out to me the most is this pocket right here, and how it's just interesting. I like it's a unique design with the curved zipper there. Kind of gives the face of the bag a unique look. Of course, that's partly what made some of us think of an ST3 as well. Although I'd have to go look back. I don't remember if the Spinal Tap curves that way or if it curves the other, but it's got a curve on there. Oh, thanks, Dylan. Yeah, let's look at the back. So I noticed 2 D-rings up here on the top corners. I think that we see this on the ST3 as well. The straps are dropped down from the top edge of the bag. There is segmented padding in here. It's kind of divided by the stitching. Up here technically it's segmented. This is a different piece than this, it feels like, but this stitching is straight through the foam and the straps. It's lightweight. There's something there. It's not just a strap. There is some padding in there. Sternum strap, we got a chunk of room. We can slide it up and down. And then a little bit of a streamlined padding on the back here to help possibly aid with a little bit of airflow. We got the hourglass in the middle and then a couple of pads off to the corners. Volume's a little low for me, Doth. Oh, the audio. Yeah, I could do that. I might be talking a little bit quieter or having my mic moved in a different spot too. It's tough because as soon as I start clanking, making a little higher pitched noise, then it'll just spike. So it's balancing out, being at a higher volume versus blowing out somebody's ears if they've got headphones on or something. So that can be a tough balance, John. I try to do a good job about getting a good audio volume in my, like the post-produced when I'm actually editing something, but on live, I only have so much control over it. If I went with a lav mic, that would pretty much fix the issues. But I've not, figured out I could go with a wired lav mic. I would just be tethered. I have to be careful how I'm spinning around or something. But, yep, noted. I know that is an issue on occasion. I guess I didn't utilize this guy over here. I wonder if that could be cell phone. That's actually got the same padding in it as the little guy on the other side. So that would protect a glass screen somewhat. You could do... So that helps balance this pocket out. Alright, so if you're having issues feeling like some of the stuff you have up here is secure, like if I wanted to take my wallet and keys and put them down here and zip it, and then I don't have to mess with that for the rest of the round. And maybe what I do up here is something more like tape, whale sack. I actually really like that idea now because I can tuck this in and leave access to my mini marker and just have a couple things drop in there. I could probably do a little towel as well. Yeah, and those aren't the sort of things I really have to worry about jumping out. Just a little bit of stuff like that I want to access quickly and drop back in. That's just kind of a little shelf we've got going on there now. That makes way more sense. And then put my phone over here. That's wide enough. I think I could even get my phone in sideways if I want to twist it. A little bit of a hassle to pull it out, so I'll probably keep it like that. I've got headphones on right now, and you're definitely on the lower end of the volume things, but it's totally fine. Volume fine here. Thanks for the feedback, guys. Viewing on your phone? Yeah. Right on. And I don't think I mentioned it, but Velcro all across the front there. I really like how some more folks are starting to do that. Of course, Grip has been doing a little bit of Velcro for a while up top. Prodigy's doing Velcro on theirs now as well. I like the ability to just throw a couple patches on there. Can't really understand why there's no load straps. Yeah, load straps are kind of tricky, man. Honestly, I think on a lot of bags that have them, it's pretty much a gimmick to have load straps. There's a few bags where it really makes sense to do. The way that Pound has their straps set up that are just button on, of course, or those snaps, not buttons. Of course, the snaps aren't going to take a whole lot of weight, so you need another connecting point, and you can pull in on it to reduce from there. But like the concept of getting the bag to, your back and the bag getting pulled closer together doesn't do really anything for you unless you've got a waist strap on there and, are transferring weight down to your hips. So I don't, if you're trying to reduce stress from a seam down here or for snaps down here, so you want a second connection, then that can work. You can spread out the load some. The mesh pocket is what stands out to me. That's awesome. More stretchy outside pockets are much needed for towels, gloves, hats. Yeah, it's a good size too. You could definitely stuff a hat, beanie in there, or some gloves. Okay, let's go rainfly before I forget. This is very lightweight. Wouldn't add much weight to the bag overall. Oh, it's a straight up like kind of emergency style. There's no, I don't think there's any up and down. There's no right or wrong to this. We've just got a couple, kind of hard to see in the wrinkles. There's seams here. There's a seam right here that's vertical, and then another one over here that's vertical. So I'm going to use those. So if you were caught out on the course and needed to, wanted to make it back to your car, maybe you've got a long walk because you're halfway out there or something, you could slap that on real quick and help keep everything dry. Maybe continue playing the round with a couple discs you hold out, but there's not a flap on that, no access back in, so it's just kind of a last resort. You could pull, you'd be wrapping a corner back around or something like that. You could pop the top over and access a few discs up here without having to take it all the way off. And that's it, guys. That's the AGL Yellowstone. Might be just a little bit before I have a chance to get it out on the course. I'm still going to load this stuff back up into the Squatch and carry that Legend for another round or two to do a video on it, and then I'll be moving on, and this will definitely, I'll be loading this guy back up to check it out. So looks to be a good value so far. Guess at the manufacturing cost. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, John, that rainfly came with it. No extra cost. Well, the bag didn't cost me anything anyway, so it wasn't extra cost, but I believe that they're included with every bag. I guess I could check. Yeah, it didn't show. It would have showed up on that first page I was looking at. I don't see it immediately listed on the stuff here, but I assume those are included. I like the side cut pocket with the zipper. Yeah, I do too. That's way better than doing just a, you know, a second open one like this. I like the open one as well, but to have a little zip closure on that's really nice. I feel super good about dropping my keys and wallet in there. Brandon, I don't know how they're shipping out. I am guessing they all ship in a box, just like mine. Yeah, this wouldn't fold right. It wouldn't fold. A panel would have to come out of it to get it to fold well. Because it's got hard panels on all four sides. And on these sides, there's actually 2 layers of hard panel, so it's not gonna collapse. What's the squishiness on the back cushion? It's very soft, Brandon. It's kind of hard to, you know, show how much squish there is to it, but it's very soft. I like the size. This is a good balance with like the vertical side storage not being extreme, so it kind of prevents you from, you know, jamming way too much stuff in there. But with like the 5 12-ounce cans that I've got on that side, it shows you could put in a, you know, an extra large hoodie or extra jacket layer, stuff like that. There's 5 color options for this, Dylan. Yep, there's 5 of them. Here, I'll just switch back over and show you. So we have the green, blue, here's the pink that I've got, purple, and then a black one. Green and pink look very bright. I mean, can confirm the pink is bright. Though I've got a light really close here, as you can see it blow out the colors on my hand. So I don't know if we can. Now that I did that, the camera's not going to want to pull back out. Blue and purple and black are definitely darker colors. Hey, Robert John. How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping in. Great looking bag. If they or someone could do the smack colorways at this price, it's a winner. Yeah, I don't know how tough it is to do that many more colors on a bag, but I like what Smack is doing. The super bright ones get the attention for sure. If I click that light off for a second, I think my camera will adjust. So I think I've already talked a fair bit today, recorded one video before this and then now doing stream, but I may record, I've been thinking about recording another in the bag. I did one last year and some things have changed in my bag for sure. Yeah, we talked about that a bit. It does look familiar to the ST3, but it's been so long since I've carried the ST3, I can't say for sure what's similar and what's not. It's a lot lighter than the ST3 though, and that's what stands out to my mind about that Voodoo bag, is just remembering how heavy it was. That was tough. That was tough for me to get over. So I'm really happy to see that this guy's lighter. And without being able to compare directly, I could go back and I'd have to go watch my video again on the ST3 to see. But I like some of the stuff here. The thing I was really going to gripe about was this pocket. I didn't like that it was just kind of low access, but as soon as I tucked that in, it totally changed how I think about it. And just having a little shelf to drop stuff in on, that's awesome. I'm totally in for that. Trying to use it like this just seems kind of weird. You'd have to fight with that flap every time and not be able to use that higher space. So that's just sweet to be able to tuck it in right like that. Alright guys, that's it for my stream today. Just a quick look here. Wanted to get it loaded up and kind of do the overview. Appreciate all you guys for stopping in for sure. And again, thanks to AGL for sending this bag over to me to test. I appreciate it a lot. So, hope you all have a good weekend. Lighter's better for sure. Oh, I'm glad you like the glad the Skinny 2 is still doing its thing for you. Thanks everybody. Hope you all get a chance to go throw out there this weekend. So, thanks, John. I'll catch you guys next time.